Hello guys, welcome to today's video. I'm so happy you're here. I think we're all kind of addicted to our phones. The other day I had an idea that I could swap my screen time for my reading time. I'm using my phone less than I used to. If I'm spending like 7 or 8 hours a day on my phone, I don't want to put myself into that position that I'll have to read for that many hours every day. I'm going to Bratislava on Tuesday, so I thought that it's gonna be more interesting for you. But I don't know how this is gonna turn out. We're gonna start on a Saturday. My screen time was only 2:20. Every day you are gonna see me read the consecration to Saint Joseph because I started last week, and you have to read it out and pray this every day. And then I'm not gonna take this to Bratislava. The Way Home by Tessa Afshar. That's a Bible study, but it's still a book, so I'm reading and I'm reading my Bible with it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that now. 2:20. Reading The Life of Saint Joseph. I did want to finish this yesterday, but I went out. Rooftops, sliding doors, just wanna know you more. I hope you wanna be with somebody, spending all of the night moonwalking, and with the view she could see her building. Try to tell her I know I feel it. Keep me floating, I'm on my. I didn't know this was the sound it made. Well, anyway, I'm on page 61 on The Perfect Marriage. Maybe I'm gonna read like 40 more pages. So far, it's fast-paced, it's fine, it's holding my attention. I'm just so exhausted, I don't know. That's all for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Sunday. I spent the same amount of time on my phone on Sunday and on Saturday. I finished The Perfect Marriage yesterday. I just needed to know how it's gonna play out. Even before I purchased this book, I thought I know who did it, and I was right. And the whole book, it was in the back of my head. Nothing is adding up in here. There are so many loose ends. This is still a possibility. This person is just a really good actor or actress. Sure, did I figure out all the details around it? No, that was surprising. I don't know, I didn't like it that much. I gave it maybe 3 stars. Now I'm gonna do my Bible study and the consecration to Saint Joseph. I thought this video is gonna be a different one, so I talked to you about these books. First things first. 1,000 Splendid Suns. Bro, some books are supposed to make you feel good and like warm your heart. This was heartbreaking. Ow! But I really liked the storytelling. When Mariam is only 15, she is forced to marry Rashid, and almost 20 years later something happens. He gets married to another girl that is 14 years old. Keep in mind, at this point he's like 60 or 70. And at first Mariam and Layla hate each other. I'm sick and tired of strangers coming to my room. Well, anyway, so it's hard between Mariam and Layla. But then they have this bond as mother and daughter. Then Taliban takes over. Communism comes into Afghanistan, and it's just so bad. It's so heartbreaking. And it was almost like, he wrapped it up really nicely, and I cried so much reading this. So this heartbreaking. I started reading The Life of Saint Joseph. I kid you not, this is like the most beautiful, most pure, heartwarming love story of all times between two human beings. Which makes sense because Saint Joseph and Virgin Mary were the purest human beings. This is so good. I never knew so many things about Saint Joseph. Then, this is a book that's like, you read this for 33 days and then you consecrate yourself to Saint Joseph. I'm so excited for that. So I have an hour and 44 minutes left and I settled on tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. It's a massive book. I'm curious about this because it's not a romance, it's not the mystery thriller, it's just the story. I feel like it could be a nice change. It was on everyone's favorite list of 2022. I was meaning to read this, so let's give it a try. So listen, you guys, I hope everyone's gonna be okay with it because I feel like this is good enough. We have 3.5 hours to go. I already read the huge and I figured I'm just gonna subtract the screen time I spend on Spotify because that's not really a screen time. Like, yes, my screen was on. It's not like I'm scrolling through Spotify. So since I already read today, we have less than 2 hours left. Can you see it? I'm just gonna start that and I think I'm gonna stay here. So far, how I feel about this book, I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. I'm on page 80. I still feel like I could just put this away and not finish the whole thing. It's not giving what I thought it's gonna give, but it's fine so far. Yeah, so fine that I had to get myself out of the house, have nothing on me, and just read this. Way too windy outside and I'm still getting over a sickness. I have 20 minutes left. That's good. So I'm gonna read here with an open door. It's so warm in the car. I love it. I need this. Up, down, on the road. I'm on the page 155. Good enough, it's almost 400 pages long, so... Oh, this is so annoying. I will have to continue reading this tomorrow. Do I have to take this to Bratislava? Am I gonna finish it once I come home? There are so many things I have to do, but this was nice escape. I have a problem getting out of the house, even though I live under the woods, but driving like 20 minutes to go here, not a problem. Why am I like this? I have no idea. Also, don't laugh at me. The reason why you're listening to the same song, at least in the last 2 videos, is because I found it and I'm obsessed with it. So I listen to it in the car as well. I have it in my little playlist I made for driving. You make me wanna be with somebody, doing things that I usually don't. Find my way through the hotel lobby, make the same when I'm on my own. All my friends think I'm with somebody, doing things that I usually don't. Find my way through the hotel lobby, make the same when I'm on my own. Up, down, on the road, I've been around before. Rooftops, sliding doors, just wanna know you more. I hope you wanna be with somebody, spending all of the night moonwalking. I'm gonna explain this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. It's not like oh, I want to read this so much, I need to make time for it. I have to make time, so I read this. I know what I'm saying, and it makes sense in my head, but it probably doesn't. This is all I have left. So, we'll see. Good night, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello guys, today is the worst day. I have things to do when my sister gets off from work. I also want to do something here, so I thought I should get to reading. We have 5 hours and 23 minutes to go, but the Spotify, I'm still gonna subtract it. I don't know how I feel about it, but also, do I want to read today for 5.5 hours? Not really, and I think majority of the reading will be done in the evening. Also, if you were confused about my hand, yesterday at church in the morning, I hit like this place really hard on this massive door, probably the metal doorknob. It hurt so bad, and so my sister was like, let's put this cream on it. I had to take it off in the morning because I woke up and like, you can see the bandage was here, and this part from the bandage to my wrist is swollen. Can you see? There's probably a better way to show you. Did everything just travel into my wrist? This is interesting. Okay, so first, Saint Joseph. I also did want to talk to you about tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. I finished it yesterday after the timer went off. It wasn't a bad book per se. I've read better. I'm like figuring out if I should give it 2 or 3 stars. I didn't enjoy it that much, and like the things they talked about, it made me feel something. I just didn't appreciate the feelings. Also, if you were wondering, as I was, why is it called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow? When they had been deciding what to call their company all those years ago, Marx had argued for calling it Tomorrow Games. Marx explained the name referenced his favorite speech in Shakespeare, blah 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 blah. What is a game? Marx said. It's tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. It's the possibility of infinite rebirth, infinite redemption. The idea that if you keep playing, you could win. No loss is permanent, because nothing is permanent. Ever. So that was interesting, but other than that, I'm not a big fan. So I did clean a little, but my hand just hurts. I think it was just so squished that the swell went to another part of my arm. I don't know what is happening, to be honest. The options, I don't know how I feel about them. Yesterday when I was at my sister's place, I started reading You Deserve Each Other. I didn't come too far. Obviously I didn't have my books there, so I started reading it on my phone. I'm 14% in. It was interesting. I think I'm gonna give it a go. I know I'm not supposed to be on my phone, but I'm reading, so how does that work? Anyway, I'm starting at chapter 4. You can see. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you what this is about. I get started with prologue of how these two met. It was so romantic, so nice. And then you go almost 2 years to the future. They are supposed to get married in 3 months, and they hate each other. So this is an interesting concept. I think that's why I feel like reading it, because I just want to know where does it go. To prestał celkom, a go nie zmienimy to. Yesterday I was walking so much, and I think today I have to go to the city because I have to get something. And I came home late at night because we hung out with the twins, with my cousin's sons. We did try to run these errands and buy what I need to get. Yesterday everything was closed, so I'll have to go alone today. I made myself a bucket of coffee. What's new? I realized that it was so stupid to subtract the Spotify screen time because I'm reading even longer than that every day. I didn't think I'm gonna read in the evening yesterday because I came home so late. I just felt like reading, so I was reading until midnight. I still have apparently 3 hours to go on You Deserve Each Other, and I really like that. I enjoy it. I didn't think I would. It's not enemies to lovers, it's like lovers to enemies to lovers. If it was me or my friends, I would be like, break up with him. You two should not be together. But I'm like rooting for them. But I also started Wrong Place, Wrong Time yesterday. I still don't have enough facts to know how I feel about it. There's so much praise for this book. This is... Do you really need so much praise on one book? So far, like, it's, I guess, fast-paced. So I hope I finish both of these books today and tomorrow. Well, I have 3 hours left, so I better keep going. Wait. I'm sorry, for some reason I'm feeling chatty. The theme of my year seems to be meeting people I've not seen in 5 years. Like 2 months ago maybe, I hung out with my ex-classmate I have not seen in 5 or 6 years. And she was like my really good friend at school, the one I transferred to. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I guess, I got a message from a guy. I hope he's not watching my videos because I don't know how I feel about this. We were never really friends. We met. We barely acknowledged each other the whole weekend. You know the story probably. Then he got me one book that got me back into reading. Then we saw each other the next year and he gave me another book. We messaged sometimes, but not really. And my memory is so bad. So especially if we are done in my head, I can't remember anything about you. I'm low-key stressed because we are supposed to meet today for the first time ever. We never hung out alone. You could hold a gun to my head and I cannot tell you anything other than his full name, town he lives in, the city he works and studies in, and the fact that he has a motorcycle. That's it. I can't remember his age. I can't remember anything. How am I supposed to meet with him? We've known each other for like 9 years maybe. So I should remember some things, right? But I don't. It's the end of the rant. I'll read now. Thank you very much.
I hope you wanna be with somebody, spending all of the night moonwalking, and with the view she could see her building.
It is interesting, but I'm afraid it's gonna be as with The Perfect Marriage. I was expecting so much more from it. I was waiting for the plot twist and everything, and I was disappointed. And now again, I'm expecting so much from this book, and I'm afraid it's not gonna meet my expectations. Being brave, and I'm going. I'm not taking you with me. Well, not the camera, but I will take the book. I know I could read the book on my phone, but do I want to look like I'm on my phone? No. So I'm gonna bring that, and hopefully all is gonna be good. Alrighty, it's 9:30. Let's just sit on the floor for a second and I'll tell you everything.
I went to the store and got almost what I wanted. Well, this is the only thing I went there for. No, I went there for 2 things, and this is one of those.
Hello? And then I had my eyes on this C.S. Lewis, The Great Divorce, and I read just a bit of this book. I still have like 48 minutes left. Not if I subtract the Spotify screen time. Should we just count how many times have I said that in this video? Today was just interesting day. I got lost, first of all, a little bit. But things happened. I was just sad. And you can let me know if you have the same problem. I have a hard time doing something that doesn't make sense to me. And so like meeting people after so many years to just catch up and then meet after so long again. Can't justify that in front of myself. I don't know. I just overcomplicate everything, don't I? I'll eat now and probably read. I don't know, my head hurts. We had plans with my sister for this evening and she's out. For some reason, I see Bratislava as like, not ugly, but it isn't giving me much. However, we went on a walk. It was so nice. I loved it. Look what I got today. Donuts. I need to have one ASAP. Look, it's much later. Well, an hour later. I put on a face mask. Rather sloppily. Is that a word? It gets the job done. We were supposed to do this with my sister and watch one of our favorite movies, but I got stood up by my own sister in her own apartment. So that's nice. I'm eating salmon soup. My sister makes it every time I come now because I love it so much. And I've been reading You Deserve Each Other. I'm on chapter 17 and there are 21 chapters, I'm pretty sure. And I just love them.
I hope you wanna be with somebody, spending all of the night.
Honestly, I still can't believe I'm even considering going somewhere tomorrow. But I thought that I'll go to the park and read because today I was a little shaken up by something that happened. So I was crying at the park. No one saw me really, but I called my sister and then I was praying, so I feel better, but I read like 2 pages. Apparently it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so maybe good for me because my bag is killing me. And I'm also thinking I'll pick up some tomorrow before I'll leave. No, I won't. That's sad. But if I went to the park, I could get priorities.
Slow me down when I'm living fast. You make me wanna be with somebody, doing things that I usually don't. Find my way through the hotel lobby, make the same when I'm on my own. All my friends think I'm with somebody.
Okay, I'm done with the 4 hours. I love that. I just started chapter 19. So I have 3 chapters. It's just 30 minutes till midnight. So I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. But until I go to sleep, I might. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for the last day. That's the shortest one. I also go home tomorrow. I'm excited, but not also not. I don't know how I feel about anything.
You make me wanna be with somebody. You make me wanna be. You make me wanna be with somebody, doing things that I usually don't. Find my way through the hotel lobby, make the same when I'm on my own.
Alrighty, I have my bucket of coffee here. Look how pretty this mug is. I feel better mentally than yesterday. I don't know. I'm so sensitive for no reason. Like, chill out, bro. So, I'm gonna eat donuts for breakfast. Listen, if you think this is bad, I've been eating leftover pizza for 2 mornings in a row. So, like, this is good. This is better, I feel like. Also, I had Indian food for the first time. I think I liked it. It was fine. Maybe next time I should text my Indian friend to ask him what should I get. Well, anyway, because I had something to do the whole Friday, last Friday, we only have an hour and 4 minutes to read. Also, I was thinking about what I read this week, yesterday, and I can't remember. I'm glad I'm filming this because then I can use this footage to fill out my reading journal and stuff. Also, I would give You Deserve Each Other 5 stars. The ending was okay and it made me feel all the feels. Let's set the timer together and then you're off. And you're gonna see me in a second, but whatever. I have 13 minutes left and I'm on page 194. The reveal hit, bro. Like my brain can't comprehend this. So I'm just so like, where does this go? I'm just halfway through. Okay, this means we are done with the challenge. Now I'm on page 208. So I'm gonna finish this and I think I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on this book, and that's how we end this video. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. I have the biggest urge to end the video like this, pretending like it's a microphone again. When do I grow up? It's not even that funny. Come here. Also, my hand got worse. This is why I didn't put it over it, but it just, looks stupid. I cannot remember how many books I've read, but you'll know. I just finished this. I was so over mystery and thrillers because as I was organizing my bookshelf, I was wondering what thriller have I read that made me get so many more. Like, I hated almost all of them. And like The Silent Patient was pretty good. So I suppose I wanted to find something like that. Dare I say that this was even better than The Silent Patient? It exceeded my expectations. The reveal I told you about was like mind-blowing. In comparison to the other reveals, it wasn't that huge. But I thought it was. Everything is wrapped up so good. I don't understand the epilogue, but that's fine. I don't even care about that now. I really enjoyed this challenge for the most part. I do regret subtracting the Spotify screen time because I just overcomplicated it as everything in my life. So that's fine. That's just me. I just hope you enjoyed this video. That's all I care about. Well, not really, but yes. I love you guys.
Oh